facial hair is coming along marvellously.
Thank you very much, mate. It's occupational hazard, shall we say.
Because obviously all things Wolverine are happening at the moment.
Yes. I had a funny moment yesterday at the races. I was at the races talking to a girl, and she said, "Oh, you're shooting Wolverine?" I said, "Yeah." And she said, "I would have thought you'd had the mutton chops on for that." I went, right. She said, "No, but why don't you have the mutton chops on for Wolverine?" I went, "I'm sorry, are you drinking something that I should be drinking?" Because just a very odd moment.
That is very weird.
They are chops, right?
They are proper chops.
Yeah, thank you very much.
How's it all going on set at the moment?
It's going great. We're more than halfway through shooting here in Sydney, which is, of course, just fantastic for me. And it's bizarre. It's the fourth time I put the claws on. I'm probably enjoying it more than ever before. I'm just loving it. It's great. Well, let's face it, I'm the boss on this one.
And good to get back in the scowl too.
Yeah, just being angry all the time, every day, you know, rather than this nice guy thing, which is really tiring, being nice, you know. So all day, I just basically be grumpy and tell everyone to F off and all that. It's perfect.
Now, here's this Mr. Nice Guy, because you wanted to be a dancer when you were young.
Yeah.
It wasn't as accepted as it is nowadays, is it?
I think when I was in primary school, 6th grade of primary school, and I was in the end of year concert, and one of my teachers said, "Oh, look, you know, I think you've got some talent. You should do some classes in dancing." And I loved dancing, and I did everything. And I said, "Great." So I went home and I went, "Oh, Dad, I want to do some dancing classes." He went, "Terrific." And my two brothers said, "Yeah, good one, you sissy." A couple of other words I won't mention, but anyway. And I went, "What's wrong with dancing?" My brother was like, "You can't dance. You know, if you dance, everyone will laugh at you." And so I kind of never did it. It was sort of sad. For 6 years, I kind of just let it go. And then I remember when I was about 20, my brother apologising for that very moment to me, actually. Oh. And I'm just thrilled, actually, that a show like So You Think You Can Dance is on now, because all of a sudden it's cool. 20 years ago, to dance was not cool, and it's ridiculous. I mean, dancing is just, it should be natural to everybody. It should be something that guys, girls, everyone does, right? Am I right?
Yeah. When I dance, it's still not cool, just so you know. Did you chat to Jack?
Yeah,
he was a fan
Jack out
yours.
there, yeah. No, well, he really wants to go to Broadway, and he wants to do that. And, you know, both those guys are so incredibly talented. And I'm not really a dancer at all. I've done some dancing shows because, you know, it's been written in the thing.
We've seen you wiggle the hips.
Yeah, I can wiggle a hip, but maybe that's not really dancing. I would, anyway, but those guys are phenomenally talented. Actually, I do remember the first time I danced. I think what people don't understand is how nerve-wracking dancing can be. Because, you know, you think, whatever, you've had a few drinks at the club, I can dance. When I first danced was in a show called Oklahoma in London. And,
yes.
and I was asked to do the Dream Ballet, which traditionally in that show was always done by a ballet dancer would come on in your role and dance it. So this new innovation was that I would dance it. So on the very first preview, my heart was beating so hard, just thinking, I've got to do this dance. And so at the very end of the dance, I need to demonstrate.
Okay, I'll be lowering. Okay. I shouldn't know the names, should I?
Actually, about the same height. Anyway, no. The very end of the dance, there's this very difficult move. How much room?
Are you going to lift me? What are you doing?
See this right leg. I need your left leg. So left leg up like that, and so you have one arm. Now, in one move, I'm going to put you up on my right shoulder. So, no, I'm not going to do it. That's where it started. That's where it started, okay? So we did this whole dance was going well, and I get to this point, and I lift her up, and I literally flew her over the back of my shoulder. You can sit down now, by
And then the Wolverine claws came out, and this went horribly wrong.
No, it was actually incredibly embarrassing because my mic was on, and I've been playing Curly, his Oklahoma southern accent, and all of a sudden all you could hear was, "Oh, shit, sorry." And let me tell you, this ballerina was not graceful. She had her legs up in the air like this. It was horrific.
You'll pop a shoulder doing that. Be very careful, young man. Make sure you stretch. Now, I want to talk about the new film, because Deception is great, because we get to see you playing a bad guy in this, which you do very well. It's actually, you're quite frightening in this.
Oh, really?
Is it fun to do that for a change?
It's so much fun. I don't know what it's universal law. Every actor wants to play the bad guy because they do, I suppose, like the saying, like blondes, but bad guys have more fun. It's just the way it is, and I loved it. I loved playing with Ewan McGregor and Michelle Williams, and it was terrific fun.
Is it because you look at the script and you go, "Sex and accountants, I'm there"?
It just goes, doesn't it? Yeah. My father was an accountant his whole life, and I just grew up with this whole household full of sex.
What?
Actually, I don't know.
Household full of sex. Let's take
Three
that
things
soundbite.
dawned on me as I said that. A, for the first time my father was watching your show. B, no, there was no sex. No, anyway.
But you're the producer of this as well. You've given Ewan all the sex scenes.
Yeah, but
if
you notice, yes, Ewan does have about 15 sex scenes in this, but if you notice the credits, there has my name as producer, then it has my wife as producer as well. Yeah, secret to a good marriage.
Now, would you like to win $20 in 20 seconds, Hugh Jackman?
I'm in. Okay.
No pressure on the last question.
What?
Let's start the clock. Would you carry the Olympic torch this year?
Yes.
Do good-looking people get away with more?
Absolutely.
Have you ever seen a celebrity sex tape?
Yes.
Oh, good. Have you ever told another actor you loved their work even though you thought their work was crap?
Tonight. Oh, no. Yes. Absolutely, yes.
In Beauty and the Beast, did the singing cutlery freak you out?
Yes.
You studied acting at university in Perth. Have you paid off your HEX debt yet?
I don't know. Isn't that frightening? No, I don't know.
Do you crank up your Australian accent to charm American producers?
All the time.
In your new movie is called Deception. Why should we trust you that it's any good?
You shouldn't.
Hugh Jackman, who would you turn gay for?
I need you to look at me. Because it's got to be more than just the physical. Do you understand?
I get you up here.
You are sweating.
Yeah.
I think you know my answer, Rove. George Clooney.
Mr. Hugh Jackman is in cinemas everywhere right now. Go and see it. Great film with a great man. Hugh Jackman, thank you very much. I know you're going to get home to the kids.